Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about something that can save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. And the best part? It just takes one phone call. We are diving deep into how to negotiate lower interest rates.
So let me ask you something. Are you just sick and tired of looking at your credit card statements and seeing those interest charges just eating up your hard-earned money? It's a super common feeling, right? But what most people have no idea about is that you actually have the power to do something about it.
I mean, let's take a look at a pretty typical credit card rate. You see a number like 24% APR, and it just feels, well, defeating. Think about it. For every $100 you carry on that card for a year, you're handing over an extra $24. It adds up so fast you feel like you're just running on a treadmill, going nowhere.
But what if I told you that a single 5-minute phone call could be the most profitable 5 minutes of your entire year? Seriously, negotiating your interest rate is one of the biggest bang-for-your-buck moves you can make with your finances. So let's get into how this actually works.
Okay, so you might be thinking, why on earth would my bank just agree to give me less money? Well, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful secret in the business world: customer retention. Put yourself in their shoes for a second. They have a choice. Option 1, they stick to their high rate and risk losing you, a good customer who pays their bills on time, to one of their competitors. Or Option 2, they knock a few points off your rate and keep you happy. For them, it's just a numbers game, and 9 times out of 10, keeping you as a customer is the smarter bet.
And here it is. This is your single biggest advantage. The vast majority of people just assume the rate they have is set in stone. They never even think to ask. So, just by picking up the phone, you're already doing something most people don't, and that puts you way ahead of the game.
So how do we actually do this? Well, I'm going to break it all down for you into a super simple 5-step playbook. Think of this as your roadmap to getting that yes. Here's the game plan. First, you're going to prepare your case. Second, you'll pick the right time to call. Third, you'll use a word-for-word script. Fourth, you'll be ready to negotiate if they push back. And finally, number 5, you'll know exactly how to follow up. It's a simple process, but it works because it shows them you're the kind of customer they really don't want to lose. So let's start with step 1.
Okay, before you even think about dialing that number, you got to get your facts straight. This is your homework. First, know your exact interest rate. Second, be ready to remind them of your perfect on-time payment history. Third, know how many years you've been a loyal customer. And this last one is key. Do a quick online search to see what their competitors are offering. Having this info in your back pocket shows you've done your research and you mean business.
Okay, preparation is done. Now for a quick pro tip on step 2, timing. Try not to call on a Monday or a Friday. Call centers are usually slammed. Aim for mid-morning, maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday. The reps are just less rushed, and that little detail can make all the difference. All right, with that covered, let's get to the most powerful tool in your entire arsenal. Step 3, the script. You don't have to be some master negotiator. You just need this.
This is it. This is your golden ticket. Let's break down why it's so effective. You start with, "Hi, I've been a loyal customer for X years, and I've always made my payments on time." Right there, you're reminding them you're a valuable client. Then, "I've noticed my interest rate is X%. You're stating a clear fact. Then the kicker, "I've seen other lenders offering rates as low as Y%. Is there any way you can lower my rate to be more competitive?" See? It's polite, it's firm, it introduces competition, and it ends with a simple, non-threatening question. This script is pure gold.
And you might be asking, does this stuff actually work? Oh yeah. One of our viewers used this exact script when the rate was at 24%. In one call, the bank dropped it to 18%. For them, that was a savings of over $300 a year. And that just goes to show you how powerful this is. We're not talking about some complicated financial strategy. We're talking about one phone call, a few minutes of your day for real money back in your pocket. It's a no-brainer. Okay, but let's tackle the big fear. This is step 4, being ready to negotiate. What if they say no? This is the moment most people just hang up, but not you. You're going to be ready for it.
So you did everything right. You were prepared, you used the script, and the person on the phone says, "Sorry, can't help you." Now what? What's your next move? The absolute key here is to stay cool, calm, and polite. If they say, "We can't lower your rate," you can come back with, "Okay, I understand. Is there anything else I might qualify for?" If they say, "That's the best we can do," you reply calmly, "Thank you for looking into that for me. I guess I'll need to look at other options." That last sentence is magic. It often triggers them to transfer you to someone in the customer retention department, and those are the people who have the real power to make you a better offer.
And remember, a no today doesn't mean a no forever. This brings us to our fifth and final step, follow up. Seriously, sometimes it just depends on who you talk to. If you don't get it the first time, put a reminder in your calendar and call back in a couple of months. Persistence really, really works.
And hey, here are just a few last quick tips to give you an even better shot. Number 1, be nice. Rudeness gets you an instant no. Number 2, have those competitor offers ready to go. And don't forget, you can also ask about other things, like transferring your balance to a card with a 0% intro rate, or for bigger loans, you can always ask about refinancing.
All right, you've got the playbook, you've got the script, you know the strategy inside and out. Now it is time to put this knowledge into action. So, I'm giving you a little challenge. Here's my final question for you today. Which debt will you negotiate first? Is it a credit card, a personal loan? Just pick one. Make that call this week and start taking back control. You can absolutely do this. And that one call, it just might be the most valuable one you make all year.